The movie Patriots Day, which dramatizes the Boston Marathon bombings, opens here tomorrow. We asked people along Boylston Street if they're interested in seeing it.
It's just too raw still. I think too raw, especially standing right here. I don't know how they can make a movie out of it yet.
It's always going to be with us, no matter how close to the heart or how far away from the heart. So I do believe that it's fine to show it.
I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I don't know. I want to see it. I'm not totally excited about reliving the whole event. But I'm curious to learn about the people and their stories and how they've survived.
I'm planning to go see it. It's an event, that I was witness everything.
I'm excited to see it. I've seen the previews, but don't have any plans to yet. But it'll be really interesting. I know it was a tough day for everybody around here.
Boston's own Mark Wahlberg produces and stars in the movie. Arts editor Jared Bowen recently sat down with him and director Peter Berg to talk about how they approached such a sensitive subject.
They say 500,000 people watch the Boston Marathon here in New England.
Hey!
Baby!
Hey, you behaving yourself?
Mark Wahlberg, Peter Berg, thank you so much for joining us. So, Mark, when this unfolded, what did it mean to you?
God, it was such a terrifying feeling. I was not in Boston at the time that the bombings had occurred. I flew in the next day, and it was just terrifying to see my city like that. It was pretty much deserted, and obviously there was an eerie feeling in the air that I had never felt before.
From the moment we label this terrorism, everything changes. It's not about Boston anymore. It's not a local investigation. It's Wolf Blitzer, it's stock markets, it's politicians, knee-jerk reactions, anti-Muslim backlash.
And as you looked at this, it's what still seems like a very surreal week of events, how did you take that week and collapse it into a 2-hour film?
So many different people, had a moment where they really were impacting the events. And we sort of followed those people. And that's why the Watertown shootout, the boat shootout, Danny Mang, some of the things that happened in Black Falcon with the FBI and law enforcement, where they, cracked pieces of the case. We just sort of followed the emotional action of the story and let that dictate kind of who was in it and where the movie would focus at any point.
It just felt like, when having the debate, is it too soon? And my response was, after watching the news and seeing this stuff happening every day, or anytime I open a newspaper, I was like, maybe it's not soon enough.
On that point of too soon, how did you guys look at that delicate balance that you had to weigh about how sensitive you had to be?
We said, look, there is a way of telling the story that holds true to a line, that we don't cross a line. And we can't always define what that line is, but we know if we've crossed it. And we give you our words that we will do everything we can to make you comfortable with that aspect of the movie.
What are we going to do? We hunt them down, catch them, kill them, all that? They're still going to get us. No way it can ever be entirely preventable. Wrap our arms around each other. Let love powers feed us. I don't think there's any way that they could ever win.
With a limited release now, the movie will be eligible for Academy Award nominations. It'll be available across the country on January 13th.